So hopefully you guys do enjoy this house tutorial, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel to never miss when I upload. So as you all can see, this is the foundation of the house. This is what I always recommend to build before the house tutorial starts, if you guys do want it to be a very easy and nice process. If you don't want to do that, I'll just build it right now. So I do want to explain that this house is built up of 3 cubes, so there's 3 sections of each house, which means it's going to be really easy to build. So we're going to start by building the first section, but we will also be building the foundation area first. So I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So if you want to start to build this house, you need to get your spruce wood, and then you want to get yourself some, in fact, hold on guys, I need to just check that I've got the right wood. So I think it is either, guys, you can either use dark oak wood or you can either use spruce wood, whichever one. They're very similar. I just recommend spruce wood with dark oak slabs and stairs. So now that's out of the way, what you need to do is you need to use your wood, and you need to build up 1, 2, 3 blocks, just like that. Then count across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the 6th one build 1, 2, 3. Then all the way back here, these blocks here, we're not going to worry about them right now. So what we now need to do is we now need to get ourselves some wood, and what we're going to use our wood to do is we're going to in fact build across here. So we're going to fill in this wall 3 blocks high, just like this. The reason why I say don't worry about those blocks is because I'll build those as it comes to it. I don't want to build it now because it will confuse you guys. So as you guys can see, now that we've done that, we just want to knock out 1 space for the door, and that's that wall done. So 1 wall is done. So now for the next wall. So for the next wall, what we have over here is we're going to come to this corner right here and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 5th one we're going to place up our spruce wood. We're going to place up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then over here, we're going to do the same thing. So we come back from here, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 6th one, up by 5 blocks. So what we now need to do is we need to use our wood, and then using our wood, we need to build up 3 blocks. Then we need to build up 3 blocks again. Then we need to build up 4 blocks, and then 4 blocks again. And then we need to build up 5 blocks, just like that, as you guys can see. So it's a bit of a difficult pattern. So it's 3 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 4 blocks, then 5 blocks, as you guys can see. So now we've done that, we need to do the exact same on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very simple. So now, basically what this is, I'm only going to do roofing on this part right now, just because I want to show you guys how to do it. Is what you want to do is you want to take your roofing, and then you want to use your slabs and build across the first layer like this, and make sure it goes out and across the front bit. So in fact, actually, to not confuse you guys, we actually need to make sure this layer doesn't even touch the house. So we need to build our slabs layer out in front, just like that, as you guys can see, just like that. Then what you want to do, because this design is going to be constantly increasing, we're then going to build a second slab layer. So once again, we need to build a second slab layer, just like this. Second one. Then we need to do a third one. And as we keep going, it's going to keep going higher and higher and higher, guys. Higher and higher and higher until we reach that point there. So this is number 3. I'm going to do it once more. Just build one up there, just like that. And then as you guys can see, number 4, and we need to do this all the way until we reach this point here. So I'm going to keep doing that until I reach this point right here. Okay, so now that I've done that, one thing that we need to do is we need to come over to this front bit here. We need to come over to the house. Now this bit might be a bit tricky, but hopefully it isn't. So we need to line ourselves up with this wood over here, and we need to come into these parts right here and destroy every slab we placed, just like that. And then we need to do the same on this side. We need to destroy every slab we placed, just like that, because this is going to make sense very, very soon, guys. So now that we've done that, all we need to do is we need to finish the design. So in order to do that, we need to get ourselves some oak slabs, and then we need to come over to here and then replace these blocks with oak slabs first. So that's the first step, is to replace these blocks with oak slabs. And I wouldn't recommend changing the slabs. These slabs, you cannot change them. You must use the same wood you use here as the same wood you use right there. So you cannot change these slabs. You'll see why I mean in a second. So although it does give it a nice design as well, what it is needed for is because underneath here, we're going to use slabs. We're going to place one here, then we're going to place a block, then we're going to place another block. And basically all we're doing is we're just filling in this area over here. So we're just using slabs and blocks to fill in this area. So very, very simple, just filling in that area right there. Now I know it does look kind of weird, but from here, of course, what you can do is just add another block there. And if you really want, you can, you know, switch this one out for wood. But I wouldn't recommend, because from far it does look quite weird. So it's up to you. That's probably the only bad thing about this house. But nonetheless, it does look really, really nice. So on this side, we're going to do the same thing as well. Just going to use slabs, just filling in this area. Very, very simple to do. And yeah, it's really, really simple. Use a spruce wood, and then once again a last slab. So that is square one built. Square one has been built. So now we're moving on to square two over here. So this square, we're going to come over to this point here, and then we're going to count 1 2 3 4 5. Then on the sixth one, we're going to build up all the way to the same height as this one, because this one was 5 blocks. So as you guys can see, it should be 5 blocks. 1 2 3 4 5. Well, in fact, that's 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. My apologies, it's 6 blocks. Then come to here, count across by 6 blocks on this one, on the 6th one, place up by 6 blocks high. So in between, there should be 5 blocks. Over here, we're going to do the same. We're going to build up. Well, in fact, we're not going to do the same. We're going to leave this third one not built on just yet. So do not build on these two, because these last two ones have yet to be built on. So what we now need to do for this one over here is we're going to go over here, and we're going to be building our next part of the quadrant. So what we firstly need to do to make this easier is this wall right here, we're going to fill in with wood, and this wall right here, we're going to fill in with wood. So I'm going to do that now. So as you guys can see, now that that's done, what we're going to do on this area over here, try not to get too confused, guys. What we are going to do is over here, we are going to make sure that this block goes up by 1 and this goes up by 1. So in total it should be 7. Then we're just going to fill this in. So I do apologize, we just need to make that 7. Then over here, when we get to over this point right here, just make sure that the wood lines up perfectly with that. So as you guys can see there, just placing the wood there, and everything should be fine. So now what we need to do is we need to use our blocks again. We need to use our slabs again. And then on the top part over here, we're going to start right here, guys. Not here, right here. So not on this block, but right on this block. So we're going to start on the oak. And then we're going to be building out. So we're going to build a ledge that goes out on the outside. I don't know if I explained that properly, but just a ledge on the outside here. We're going to, whatever we do on this side, guys, we're going to do on this side as well. So once again, we need to do a ledge that starts on this side as well. So as I was saying, guys, we need to build a ledge out, and this ledge should stick out 1 2 blocks and then go back 3 4 5 6. So it should be the same length as that. So this ledge that goes out should be 6 blocks long, and it should go along here. And if you think it should be 7 or something, just check and make sure it lines up with this one over here. So now what we need to do is you now need to build these going upwards into the middle. So in order to do that, I'm going to do this again. So I'm just going to place another block down just so I can, you know, build this easier. So I'm going to place another one there. place another block there, place another one there, and we just need to do this all the way until it goes until the middle, until it goes to the top. So basically right now we're using our slabs to build a pattern towards the middle. A very simple thing, an easy thing to do. Just use your slabs and then you place oak blocks behind it so it becomes easier to build. So as you guys can see, what we need to do now is place the slabs there. So that's what you need to have done. And I just use oak blocks just so I could place the slabs down easier. So destroy the oak blocks that you just placed because you didn't need to place those. Just destroy them. I just used those to place those so it was easier. Now we need to use these slabs and drag them back the same amount of length as well. So we need to do that as well. And this is all for the roof. So now that we've done that, as you guys can see, what we now need to do is we need to fill in this area. Now we need to come over to here. We need to line ourselves up with this pillar right here. And then we need to destroy these pillars in the middle. Just destroy these pillars like that. Then what we now need to do is we need to use our oak wood slabs and fill in these spaces that we just destroyed. And it's the same process as we did before, except this time we're just going to use the oak wood again. In fact, there's no except this time, it's all the same. Just use oak planks just to fill in as much as you can, and then with the remaining gaps you want to use slabs. As you guys can see, I filled that in with oak slabs, and all the remaining gaps I used slabs. So as you guys can see, it does look a bit weird from the outside, but like I always said, you can just change the spruce wood if you want to. So nonetheless, that's how we have part 2. Now for part 3, the final part, what we do have here is something that's very easy. So for these last 2 pillars, we need to build these all the way up until they reach this point right here. So this one the same height as this one, so that should be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so 8 blocks high. And then of course after they are 8 blocks high, we need to take them an additional 4 blocks up. So 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So because they were 8 blocks high, we just need to make sure that they're 4 blocks higher than this area over here. And then what we now need to do, guys, which is actually really interesting, is we need to come back over to these points right here, because these are the original blocks, and we need to build these ones up. In fact, should I do that? I don't know. I really don't want to confuse you guys, because I feel like I've been confusing you guys too much with this build. But nonetheless, what we need to do now, there's 2 ways I can go about this. I'm just going to make it really easy for you guys because I really don't want to confuse you guys. Don't destroy these blocks, but this spruce wood here, as you guys can see, I placed oak wood on the top. Just destroy that and just build it all the way up to the same height as these blocks over here. There we go. And then we go over here, the same height as these blocks right there. So as you guys can see, we should have 4 pillars coming out of the top right there. Very simply. So all we need to do now, guys, is we now need to do that wall right there, that wall there, and that wall there, and that should just be filled up of wood. So as you guys can see now, that looks all done and finished. All we need to do as well is we need to do this middle wall here. So we need to do this middle wall here, and we need to do a little wall right here. So for this little wall right here, we just need to destroy these blocks right here, then add oak wood all the way in this area up to this point right here. So really easy. And yeah, the next steps are very simple. All I'm going to do right now is I'm going to finish this wall right here. I'm going to build up this wall, and I'm going to show you guys what to do next. So as you guys can see, all that needs to be done now is this needs to be joined into the wall. So I'm going to take these back by 1 additional block. So I'm going to use the slabs I originally made it like this so that we would have the space to join it back, because I didn't want to confuse you guys. So now that this space should be there, if it's not there, then just leave it. But if you've done everything right and the space should be there, just make sure you join it up and everything should look fine now. So now for this area over here, what we're going to do now is we're going to, what we just did right here, this area over here, we're going to do this right along the top. So we need to come out along the edge. And I think I may have done it. Oh no, okay. I think I slightly did it wrong. Yeah, I slightly did the design wrong, but it really doesn't matter, guys. So what I originally should have done, but it doesn't really matter now. You can change it if you want to, but it doesn't look that bad. What you can do is on the edge of these walls, what you want to do is build out on the slabs, just like that. So on this side, then you want to come over here, and then on this side you want to do that as well. And then what you want to do is you want to take it out by an additional block as well. On either side, take it out by an additional block, just like that, as you guys can see. So it should be 2 planks just facing towards you if you come to the front of the house. And then now what you want to do, guys, is you want to build these planks all the way up to the top. So you want to keep doing that all the way up to the top, just like that. And you want to do that on this side as well. We're just going to do that until we get to the top. And then if you guys can see here, we hit the middle. So the blocks behind, we destroy them, just like that. We destroy them. And then of course we want to make sure that we take these all the way across to the back. I want to make sure that they have an overhang as well. So you want to make sure that these overhang as well. And then we're going to do that for this entire thing, and then I'll get back to you guys. So as you guys can see, now that we've done that, this area you just need to fill it in with wood. And I do apologize if this tutorial was hard, but if you have any questions, I'll be more than likely to help you in the comment section. So yeah, of course I messed up. So I didn't really mess up, but I jumped the gun. So all we need to do is we need to once again line up this with this area, and then we need to destroy these slabs just like that. And then of course what we do on this side, we need to do on that side. So we need to line this up as well, destroy these slabs, just there we go. And of course what we need to do now is we need to make sure we place the slabs again, oak slabs, just like that. There we go. And of course there we go, like that. And then we need to do this on this side as well. Very, very easy to do. And if you've done everything correctly, and now that all should be left to do is fill in this area right here. So place 3 blocks there, and place oak wood slabs, place oak wood slabs, place oak wood slabs. Then we come around here, place oak wood slabs or blocks. It's up to you. You can fill it all in with slabs if you want. I just use blocks because it's just a lot easier. There we go. And yeah, that should be it. So the house isn't completely done yet, but as you guys can see, it's got like 3 different parts, 3 different levels, which I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. But yeah, so as you guys can see, this block kind of does stand out. So I'm just gonna destroy that. There we go. And then of course for this side here, what you guys can do is, in fact, I want to tell you guys to do that because it's gonna be a lengthy process. So if that really does bug you guys, if it really does annoy you, you can just take the roof entirely down by 1. I would show you what that is, but I don't want to confuse you guys too much. So now that this house is done, we're going to be adding ourselves some windows. So of course this area of the house needs to have some windows as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some windows in right here. So I'm going to do 1 2 1 2. I'm going to come around to this side over here, and I'm going to knock out 1 2 1 2, and then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to use the default glass panes because this is a survival house. So I really doubt you'll have stained glass panes in survival, because most people wouldn't have that stuff. So we're just going to place glass panes there. Then we're going to place some glass panes there, and this is kind of like a big multiplayer survival base. So I did want to do this because I saw you guys requesting more, I guess you could say, advanced tutorials, but hopefully this was a good one. Then over here we're going to add 2 windows like here. 1 2 1 2 1 2. There we go. Oh gosh, there we go. Now you can add the windows however you want. You don't have to add them. These are just suggestions. Then we're going to come up here, and I'm going to add windows as well. Just going to add 2 windows, 2 windows. We're going to come down, then 1 above the last block we're going to add 2 windows again, as you guys can see. And then of course you can add windows on the back here, on that side here. So for the interior, guys, the interior is really simple. Let me just get a door because I want this house to feel complete, or this house or this survival base, or whatever you guys want to call it. There we go. So now we've got the survival base. Of course you want to make sure that you create a door to go into this area as well. And yes, so there's 3 parts of this house, because this house, in fact, let me actually get myself some glowstone, because I know you guys can't see what I'm doing right now. So let me just place some glowstone down on the floor. So of course we want to have the flooring with wood. I know that that's pretty obvious. So in order to build the flooring, you want to make sure that you build the flooring right above the window. So each floor should be 3 blocks high. So as you guys can see, 1, 2, 3. Then we build wood on top. There we go. You guys can see we built wood on top. There we go. Wood on top. And then of course, this house 1, 2, 3. As you guys can see. Then this one right here, guys, it's basically, I'll show you guys. Basically what you need to do is, let me just get some stairs, because this is going to confuse you. So we have first area here, the second area here, and the third area here. What you need to do in order to build these 3 areas is, of course, once again, count again. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Then of course on the 4th block, we're going to place another floor. I'll place another floor here, just like that. And you can divide these up as well. So I'll show you guys how to do that after. So we're going to place this there, as you guys can see. So this is the same floor, so of course you can walk into here now, as you guys can see. As you guys can see, yes, as I should say. So this roof over here should be the same height as this roof, so it should be 3. That's why I said keep everything 3 blocks. Then you want to make sure you take this over here as well. Make sure you take this over here as well. Just take it all the way over, just like that. Take it over. Now I could use my mod to do this, but I'd rather show you guys firsthand. So as you guys can see, when you come in here, you can go over to this area right here, and this area can be a storage area or whatnot. I would recommend putting the stairs at the, oh my gosh, I'd recommend putting the stairs at the side. So I'd recommend that, you know, you come over to here, you come over to this point right here, you put stairs on the side, because it's only 3 blocks high, so it's very, very simple. With 3 blocks, you can either use a ladder if you want, and then just have a little stairs open area over here, like this. And then when you come into here now, you've got like a little storage area right here. You've got another area over here. Of course, you can add a roof. If you can add a roof if you want, you can add a roof if you don't want to. I'd recommend just adding a roof because it just looks kind of weird. So once again, this is 3 blocks high as well. So this is all 3 blocks like that. As you guys can see, a really nice interior. You can look out the window as well. You can even, if you don't want to have a window like that, you can just have it more open. It's really up to you guys. Have it more open, have it more closed. It's really up to you guys. So now we need to do over here, as you guys can see, once again, we want to count 1, 2, 3. Then on the 4th one, we want to build another floor. There we go, 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 there we go. And I do think that it would just be better to have ladders in this house, simply guys, because stairs are really an efficient way of traveling upwards, if you guys know what I mean. So I would just recommend using ladders, because ladders are just really, really easy to go up and down, and yeah, it just really makes sense. So this area where you see the spruce and the spruce, you just want to make sure that you cut it off, simply because you want to make sure you have a nice little chest area over there. So you come in here and you have a nice little chest area. So it's just a lot better for you guys. And yeah, just have a nice little chest area. Close the door, close the door. Then of course up here we built a ladder. Then of course this area is huge. This area is huge, and I would recommend, you know, if you want to build the floor there, you know, you can build the windows whichever way you want. It's really up to you guys, because this area is entirely huge. I'll leave you guys to think what you want to do with that. So yeah, best way to do this house is to once again build another wall here, like I said, and yeah, just have cordoned off areas. So like every square is for a different purpose. So like you've got the kitchen, the toilet, the chest room, the brewing room, the I don't know, smelting room, whatever. It should just be really simple. And what you should do is on every corner, just build a little hole so that you can build up, climb up with a ladder, go into this room, go into that room, climb up with a ladder, go into this room, and go back downstairs and go into either room on either side. I do hope this tutorial was useful for you guys. If it was, please do not forget to leave a like. Do not forget to subscribe. If you did enjoy the survival base, it was my first time trying out a different sort of build. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you didn't, also there's one small detail that you might want to add if you want to, but it's really unnecessary. So that on the original design of this house, what they did have was actually some cobblestone going around this area like that. So they had some cobblestone. I'll show you guys now. It's just like this. I get myself some cobblestone. They just put some cobblestone around the bottom like this, just like that. And cobblestone is a really easy material to get, so that's why it gives you that survival feel, and it really does look really nice. So yeah, if you want to add the cobblestone, you can go ahead, by all means, add the cobblestone, and just make sure you do it around the house like that. And of course, what I would recommend as well, simply just to make the area really nice, is come to this point right here, so between this area and this area, and then place a block, which is right here. and then get yourself a fence. And what you should do is you should build yourself a little farm, like right here, as you guys can see. And then yeah, you have a nice little farm right there, and you can even extend out the farm like this. Just extend it out by 4 blocks, build another spruce wood plank, come over here, extend out by 4 blocks, 1 2 3 4, build another plank, and then of course add some fences right here. So yeah, this is a really nice little survival base, just very simple. I really feel like you guys should definitely build this one. I for one love this house. I really think it's really cute, really nice, really neat. And yeah, different people can have their different, you know, stuff. I just really think it's like a really nice, efficient house. So if you guys enjoyed the tutorial, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, it's been Juice MC, and it's gonna be peace from me.